Angelina Jolie's life reads like a story of extremes: fame, influence, and personal resilience intertwined. For decades, her face has graced magazine covers, her talent celebrated worldwide, and her presence demanded attention. Yet behind the public image lies a deeply human story shaped by personal struggle, loss, and transformation. From a young girl navigating a fractured family to a woman commanding both Hollywood stages and global humanitarian efforts, Jolie's journey is one of survival and reinvention. Her experiences show how vulnerability can coexist with strength, how personal hardship can fuel professional authenticity, and how determination and empathy can turn a life once defined by challenges into one of purpose, impact, and enduring influence. Childhood shadows. Angelina's early years were shaped by family separation and instability. Her father, John Voight, was largely absent, leaving a void in her emotional world. Her mother, Marceline, worked tirelessly to care for Angelina and her brother James, sacrificing her own aspirations to provide for them. Financial constraints and frequent moves meant that Angelina grew up in an environment where resources were limited and stability was rare. School offered little solace. Surrounded by peers from wealthy and famous families, she felt different and often isolated. This early period instilled in her a sensitivity to others' struggles, a fierce independence, and an awareness of how circumstances beyond one's control can shape a life. The challenges of her childhood laid the foundation for resilience, empathy, and determination. Early struggles with identity. During her teenage years, Angelina faced challenges with self-image and social acceptance. Her unique appearance, which would later become celebrated worldwide, initially drew attention for the wrong reasons. At school, she often felt out of place, navigating feelings of exclusion and difference. These formative experiences shaped her sensitivity, introspection, and emotional depth. In search of stability and self-expression, she turned to creative pursuits. Acting became not only a means of personal exploration, but also a way to channel emotions constructively. Her early struggles with identity and belonging informed her later ability to portray complex characters with authenticity and empathy, establishing a foundation for both personal growth and professional achievement. Discovering acting provided a refuge and an outlet for self-expression. Angelina enrolled at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute, immersing herself in performances that allowed her to explore human emotion and experience. This period of her life was not just about career development, but about discovering agency over her own story. Through acting, she could interpret and understand emotions in ways that helped her process her past and connect with others' experiences. Early roles in independent films and smaller projects honed her skill and revealed her capacity for emotional depth. Acting became a vehicle for transformation, allowing her to take control of her narrative while building the craft that would define her career. Breakthrough and recognition. By the late 1990s, Jolie's talent began to gain widespread recognition. Films like Gia and Girl Interrupted showcased her ability to embody complex characters with intensity and nuance. Critical acclaim and awards followed, solidifying her reputation as a compelling actress. Her performances demonstrated the authenticity and emotional range cultivated from personal experience, earning respect from audiences and peers alike. However, with fame came scrutiny. Public fascination with her personal life sometimes overshadowed professional achievements. Yet, Jolie navigated these pressures with poise, using them to refine her public presence and focus on meaningful projects. Her breakthrough period exemplifies the intersection of personal resilience and artistic talent. Relationships and personal growth. Angelina's relationships were formative, teaching lessons about connection, compromise, and self-understanding. Early adult relationships reflected her search for emotional compatibility and support while navigating public attention. Through these experiences, she learned to define her boundaries, value her own needs, and prioritize personal growth. While relationships occasionally attracted media attention, they were also a source of insight, shaping her understanding of love, partnership, and family. These experiences prepared her for the next stage of life, where personal fulfillment would align with broader responsibilities and humanitarian work, emphasizing the importance of intentional and nurturing relationships. Motherhood and purpose. Motherhood became a transformative force in Jolie's life. The adoption of her children, including Maddox, Zahara, and others, offered new purpose and grounding. Her dedication to family life created stability and nurtured a sense of responsibility that enriched both her personal and professional identity. Raising a multicultural family encouraged empathy, cultural awareness, and a commitment to social impact. Through her children, Jolie experienced profound motivation to create positive change in the world, redirecting her energy toward care, protection, and advocacy. Motherhood provided a foundation for resilience, inspiring her to channel her influence and resources toward both her family and global humanitarian initiatives. Humanitarian leadership. Angelina Jolie's global influence extends beyond film into profound humanitarian work. As a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, she traveled to refugee camps and underserved regions to raise awareness and advocate for displaced populations. Her commitment went beyond ceremonial appearances. She engaged directly with communities, amplifying stories often ignored by the media. Through foundations, donations, and advocacy, she sought tangible solutions to global challenges, addressing education, health, and women's rights. Her personal history of overcoming hardship lent authenticity to her activism, demonstrating how lived experiences can inform compassionate leadership. Jolie's humanitarian efforts illustrate how public influence can be leveraged for meaningful impact, merging celebrity with social responsibility. Partnership and collaboration. Jolie's partnership with Brad Pitt represented both personal and professional alignment. Together, they combined celebrity status with humanitarian vision, raising awareness of global issues while nurturing a multicultural family. Their family became a symbol of intentional, chosen connections across borders, exemplifying values of empathy, multiculturalism, and purpose-driven living. Through joint advocacy and philanthropic initiatives, they demonstrated how collaboration and shared values can extend influence beyond personal gain. While their partnership faced challenges, it underscored the importance of aligning personal priorities with meaningful work, highlighting Jolie's commitment to building a life centered on family, impact, and shared responsibility, health, courage, and legacy. In 2013, Jolie publicly disclosed her BRCA1 gene status, taking proactive steps to reduce cancer risk. Her transparency transformed personal health decisions into a platform for awareness and education. By sharing her experience, she inspired countless individuals to consider preventative care and take ownership of their health. This courage reinforced her narrative of resilience, confronting challenges with deliberate action and using personal experience to support others. Jolie's life and career reflect enduring influence, blending personal triumphs, humanitarian impact, and artistic achievement. Her legacy is not only in films or public admiration, but in demonstrating the power of resilience, purpose, and compassion to transform personal experiences into positive change for both family and the broader world.